Hello, this is Turi with Top Tech Garage. Thank you for joining SU Learns SU. Well, today we're going to be talking about tires, the different types of tires that go on vehicles. Today we have an all-terrain tire, we have a mud-terrain tire, we have a regular highway tire, and this is a speed-rated tire. So for these two right here and this one here, we could commonly see in most vehicles, mainly trucks. This one here would be whenever you do want to go on a highway, get ever on an unpaved road, this will handle the unpaved roads. It would get good handling. It would still give you the good mileage that you want on the highway compared to this mud terrain here. This mud terrain is mainly for off-road purposes, made for mud trailing, for rock climbing, for sand dunes, things like that. This will give you the best performance on that. But if you ever put this tire on a vehicle that you're going to be rolling in the highway with, this tire is not adequate for that. Something like this or something like this highway tire would be preferable for something in that nature. The highway tread would always give you the best mileage on the highway and always the best life, most comfortable ride for your vehicle. On these speed-rated tires, these here you would always see on your Euro cars, on most passenger vehicles that you will be going and that are expected for high speeds. These tires here, once they come to a mark of knowing when to change out your tires, a lot of the times we use this gauge here. It measures the tires out in 30 seconds. For example, this tire here is measuring out at 32 seconds, which means that this is a brand new tire. The minimal that you could ever go on a tire is 30 seconds, or we could do the traditional penny. On the traditional penny, when we put the head down, we put it on the tread. As long as the head is being covered, it means that you still have good tire wear. If ever it's underneath the nose of the Lincoln, it means that you need to change out your tires. On the tires themselves, sometimes also come with little bumps. I don't know if it's easy to grab with the camera here, but there's little bumps on the inside. Once these top bumps hit these bottom bumps, it's time to change out your tires. Life expectancy of tires here in El Paso, because of the weather, they could go anywhere from 3 to 5 years. What happens in El Paso weather is you get dry rotted on the sidewall of the tire. Obviously, we're not going to see it on this because it's a brand new tire, but you would see dry rot weather crackings on the sidewall. And for that reason, it would be time to change out the tire. That tire would be a no good tire. It's a very important to change it out because it could pop on you at any time. A lot of people wonder what the right tire pressure for the tires are, or even what the tire size that on the vehicle should go. A lot of times when you go into your vehicle, you would find a sticker that looks like this. It will tell you the tire size, which in this case is a LT, meaning a light truck tire, heavy duty tire, 275, 70, 18. 18 being the wheel size. On these tires here, since they're heavy duty, on the front it asks you for 60 PSIs, and on the back 80 PSIs. Most vehicles come with 35 in front, 35 in the back, but in this case it's a set heavy duty tire. It will be a lot higher than that. Okay, this tire here would be a perfect example of a tire that would be needing to be changed out due to various reasons. You could see on here the cracks. This is the dry rotted cracks. This is due to the sun. Typically after 2.5 years, if your car is not garaged, this will start happening to your tires, regardless of brand. You could have the most expensive brand or the least expensive brand, but this in El Paso weather will always happen. Another indication that this tire is ready to be changed out is that there's no more tire wear on it. If you could see those grooves that we were talking about earlier, it's already hitting those spots. It's really hard to see on these cameras, but if you could see the groove here, it's already touching the bigger grooves that would have existed here. Dry rotting also, you could see on the inside part of this tire, you could see it running along the walls, which is mostly common on the tires. On your tires, a lot of the times when you see your tires on the outside, you can see perfect treading on the inside. There's a lot of the times when the inside tire is eaten out like this. This is due to an alignment. Whenever you see something that your tires gain uneven wear from one side to another, it's time for an alignment for that vehicle. It's time to do some maintenance on it. This tire here, whenever you get a flat, don't roll your tires flat. What happens is you destroy the tire on the inside, causing that tire to go bad. It won't be fixable. Even if it's a rule of thumb, anything in between my thumb is fixable. Anything outside of my thumbs is not fixable. So if ever you have a flat, pull over, pull on your spare. We'll talk about spares in a little bit. Put on your spare, take it to your nearest tire shop. That way you don't have to buy a new tire, because once you crack on the inside, that tire is no good. If you ever find yourself in the circumstance of having to put on your spare tire onto your car, please remember that this is a temporary use only. This is not for a lot of traveling. I believe you could only travel 50 miles with these things. After 50 miles, you do have to replace them. You cannot go more than 80 kilometers per mile. I believe it's 40 miles per hour on these tires. What happens is they heat up and they'll blow up on you, causing even a bigger accident. So whenever you put on these spare tires, please know that they are temporary. These tires, usually you inflate them to 60 PSI. Normally, like I said, tires are usually 35 pounds for these type of cars. For these, you have to inflate them up to 65 in order to hold the weight of the vehicle. Whenever you are changing it out to the spare tire and you are on the highway or anything like that, please make sure that you're in a flat spot. Put just the spare tire underneath here so that if the car falls, this is not touching the ground and it's a lot more difficult for you to change out. Before you put on the spare tire, always break the lug nuts. It'll be easier than once the vehicle's up in the air. This concludes our teachings of tires today. Thank you for joining us at SU Teaches SU. Please, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm at Top Tech's Garage on Montana, but any of our other representatives could help you out.